Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Night Live show for August 3rd, 2021. And on tonight's show, we have special guest, the ladies from Cherry Hill Back program. So stick around, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Santa Bob McMasters, and at this time, please welcome my co-host to the Tuesday Night Live show, Santa Barry Cummins.
Hi, good to see everybody. Hope y'all doing well. Glad you tuned in with us tonight.
And joining us, please give a very warm Christmas welcome to our new producer, Mrs. Angela Cortez, also known as Elf Angela.
Hello.
And she has watched every show live that we have done from the very beginning. She just also happens to be my lovely, beautiful daughter. So please give her a lot of patience, and we're going to start the show off here in just a moment. The first thing we want to do, it's a little somber day. I am sorry to inform everyone that we've had a couple of Santas pass in the last 2 days, and we kind of want to mention them here at this moment. Texas State Santas lost Chris Sinkfield. He is from Texarkana, Texas, and like I say, was one of our Texas State Santas. And the Cotton State Santas, over where Barry is in Alabama, lost Kenneth Oglesby yesterday. And so at this moment, if we can, we'd like to have a moment of silence for the two Santas that we've lost. Bow your head, please. Thank you all. Appreciate that. Two great Santas, and they're going to be dearly missed. Our condolences and our heartfelt, again, condolences goes out to both the families. I know Jimmy, Chris's wife personally, and I'm sure it's tough. So if you will, keep them in your prayers. Okay, so at this point, reach over, please, and share. Get this program out for us. The more we share, the better audience we have, the more folks that we can help and pass along some of this great information that we have from week in to week out. Okay, Barry, over to you.
All right, folks. Well, please welcome back tonight's guest to the Tuesday Night Live show from Cherry Hill Programs, recruiting managers Ruby Wright and Becky Gilstrap. Welcome back.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Becky.
Hello.
And you see, Ruby did not swing in.
Well, she may be running late, so we won't hold that against her. If she happens to show up, we can bring her in. But Becky, you're more than capable of filling two shoes, not only four. So let's just go right along from there. We had you guys on the show about a month ago, and you guys came bearing gifts. So sticking with tradition, the ladies are going to do it again, right? So, Becky, each of you have a trivia question, and I guess since Ruby's not here right now, we'll go ahead and let you take the first one. The first right answer wins a $50 Amazon gift card. So get your fingers ready, and here we go.
When was Cherry Hill founded? What year was Cherry Hill founded?
That one ought to be fairly simple. I'm not real sure unless you work for Cherry Hill, you would know that, but some guys are really quick on the Google, so we'll see who gets the Google first.
That's right. Oh,
And
Parker said he's out.
Scott usually wins them.
Who was
looks
that?
like Melissa. Melissa got it first. Very good, Melissa. Great job. 1961 is the correct answer, right, Becky?
That it is. So that's what, 70 years today or this year.
Wow, that's a long time, and evidently have been doing some things right. So let's see if we can do some things right tonight, right?
Absolutely. And Melissa, if you can get your email on here or send it to Bob or Barry, I'll get that sent over to you immediately.
Very good. Melissa is one of our regular watchers. She watches week in and week out, and
Bob froze up there for a second. You still with me, Becky?
I'm here, Barry.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get on into the question here, if you don't mind. Do you mind telling the audience the changes that Cherry Hill Programs has implemented for the Christmas 2021 season, including switching over from an independent contract entertainer to the seasonal employees? Can you brief us on that?
Absolutely. In the past, we've been a 1099 independent contractor to where we did not withhold taxes, and you had to have an independent contractor insurance policy. Now, Cherry Hill is an employee company, and you do become an employee of Cherry Hill. We give you a W-4, you decide on the amount of taxes withheld, and at the end of the year, you get the W-2. In doing that, we also, you don't have to carry that independent contractor insurance because you're covered by the company policy. But we do suggest you still carry that if you belong to an organization to where that covers you when you're doing something outside of sitting in the chair with Cherry Hill.
Good deal. And I know we touched on this a little bit when y'all was on earlier with us, but what does Cherry Hill Programs look for when considering a Santa and for employment, and especially for a certain mall location?
Well, for employment, we always look for the Santas that have the heart of Santa. That's the most important thing when you have a Santa sitting in a chair, is that his heart's in the right spot. He's got to love children. Barry, we talked about this on the last show we were on. You have to have that love for those children to sit in that chair to do what y'all do out there. You've got to, we also look for, welcome back, Bob. We also look for local Santas. And when we're talking mall specific, we like to find Santas that are close to those locations. And in doing that, that kind of, you get to stay home in your own bed, and you don't have to travel. You don't have to stay in a hotel for 20, 30, 40 days at a time. We do travel Santas, and we are looking to travel Santas. But the most important thing is that, if you're local there to your mall location, you do get to stay at home, and you do get to see your family while you're working during the season.
That's great. And Bob?
Okay, just in case the Santa's watching and his wife, his daughter, his son, or a relative might be interested in working as a seasonal employee on set, or even as a set manager, what would that process look like? And can you tell us how they would go about applying for that position?
Absolutely. You'd want to go to cherryhillprograms.com, and that's with an S, cherryhillprograms.com. And up on the top right-hand side, there's a Join Our Team link. You click on that. You want to apply. It's actually in there by mall, by location. So look for the location by state where you're at and what mall is closest to you. Once you apply, then you'll have a district or a regional manager that will be in contact with you. They hire for, the local managers, set helpers through that link there, which is cherryhillprograms.com. And on the right-hand side, join our team.
All right, then. So one of the questions that we always see asked over and over and over is, how will I get paid? and how often and what day of the week does the pay period start and end on?
Very good question. We get that a lot too, Bob. You get paid every Friday with Cherry Hill programs. You go from I believe it's going to be a Sunday. And no, it's a Monday through a Sunday, and you'll get paid the following Friday. And that falls the Friday after the week following that you start your season. So you could have 4 pay periods, you could have 5 pay periods, you could have 6, depending on when your set actually opens.
Very good. And back to kind of the question before, how many employees do most sets average each season as far as camera operators and employees within the set?
All of the sets are not cookie cutter, unfortunately. On an average, though, you could have 4 to 5 to 6 people that are on staff. Now, that may not be the total number allowable per day on each set. And some malls could even have more, up to 12, 15 people, depending on the larger revenue malls where they need the extra help.
Becky, I have a question. Do you ever hire any Santas mid-season or any seasonal employees? Is it always at the first of the season, or does some come in, say mid-season?
Oh, goodness. We hire all the way through December 23rd. We are always trying to find someone on the 23rd to go sit in a chair on the 24th. We like to have fill-in Santas. If you can only fill in and you live, let's use the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex as an example. If you live in this Metroplex and you only have certain days that you can work because you've got other events or you have a job, still give us a contact. Call Ruby or myself, the numbers that are scrolling at the bottom. Let's talk to you, because Santas get sick, as y'all know. Things happen, family emergencies, and we always like to have someone on backup to where we can just call and say, hey, can you go sit at this mall for us today? There's a situation we need you to set. So yes, the more fill-ins that we have throughout the country, the faster we're going to get someone else in that chair if something happens.
That kind of leads me to the next question. If you are on as a fill-in Santa, do you stay localized within your region, or is there a possibility that you would get to travel across country as a fill-in?
Actually, both. I mean, it kind of depends on your schedule. If you're wanting to stay closer to home because you have another Santa gig that you're handling, or you have a job, then we can keep you within that metropolitan area. If you say, Becky, I'm open, I'm free, I can't start till December 1st. I mean, we could look at saying, okay, well, I need you to go to California. I need you to go to Oklahoma. It kind of depends on the availability of the Santa that we pull in.
Right. So let me ask, Elf Angela, is Spangle in the house yet? Not yet. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and jump on into the Showstopper special anyway. Go ahead and throw up the banner. So I'm not quite as crazy as Spangle, but I'll see if I can get through this real quick. StufferSanta.com is, of course, as many of you know, is one of our major sponsors, if not the major sponsor that we have here for the show. And so tonight's Showstopper special for this week is the Naughty or Nice tattoos. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet or not, but they fit real good on your forearms right here. One says Naughty, one says Nice, and Spangle was going to model those for us tonight, but he wasn't sure if he was going to make it to the show or not, so we'll, like I say, go ahead. Normally, those are $10 for a pack with $5 shipping. The Showstopper special is you buy 2 packs and get a 3rd pack free. So 3 packs for $20, basically what it boils down to. And as long as you buy those during the show, you get free shipping. After the show is over, the recorded version doesn't count. and this offer is only good for 1 week through 8/9/21. So if Spangle happens to drop in before we get to the end of the show, we will bring him in and let him model those for us. And one last mention is that each package has 5 sets of tattoos in them. That's 5 naughties and 5 nice. And they are attention getter for those guys who want to put on a temporary tattoo.
And yeah, when you open that package up, you're probably just going to see one side. It just may say nice. The other ones, the way they're packaged, you can't see the other one in there. So, he demonstrated that other night on that package. But, since he's not with us, what we ought to do is give away one of his $1,300 suits. But, it'd be the free suit, but the shipping would be like $1,375. You think you'd go for that?
I think you just saved yourself, Mary.
Hey, that's what he gets for not showing up on time, right?
Not trying to spend his money, but that might work.
And
you are watching the Tuesday Night Live show with Bob, Barry, and Angela. Sponsored by StuffForSanta.com and SchoolOfSantas.com, where you can find everything you need to support your Santa and Mrs. Claus business. Remember, if Spangle ain't got it, it doesn't exist. So contact Spangle at StuffForSanta.com today. Now back to the show.
So, all right. So, thank you for that, and we'll go right into the next segment here. So it goes over to Barry. Go ahead, Barry.
All right, Becky. Last season, Cherry Hill Programs offered virtual visits, but it was with a very selective set of Santas that you used. Is this program still in place for the Christmas 2021 season?
It is still in place, and we're actually working on implementing that now. But what we're looking for is Santas that are local to the corporate office, because that's where the virtual would be handled, and that is in Marlton, New Jersey. So if you're local to the Marlton, New Jersey area, interested in doing the virtual Santa program, get a hold of Ruby or myself, and we'll direct you in the right direction that we need to send you to do that virtual program, or to look at doing that virtual program.
And I don't know if I'm sure everyone's been paying attention, but across the bottom of the screen, we have Ruby and Becky's information scrolling across the screen there. You can see the official phone number for each one and their email at Cherry Hill. And so if you are interested, you can jot those down. I seen Scott Parker put up a comment a while ago that he would go to Hawaii for you for a fill-in.
I'll go with you, Scott.
Congratulations, Spangle. You just gave away a $1,300 suit, buddy.
I gave away a good what?
We just give away a $1,300 suit, but we told them the shipping on it would be $1,375.
Exactly. Thank you. At least. And did Barry get it?
Not yet. I'd like to.
I didn't know. I thought I would be backstage for a minute.
Yeah, no, sorry, we're moving along. Ruby didn't show up; she's been held up in traffic or something, and so we're moving along a little faster than we thought we would. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, my other
I went
business.
ahead and announced it, but you can go back and talk about it and announce it again and demonstrate if you've got a chance there to demonstrate those tattoos.
All right. Well, let me tell you what you're going to get. These are $10 a package, and each package has 10 nice, or each 5 nice and 5 naughty. Okay, so $10 a packet. You buy 2 packets, you're going to get a 3rd packet free. Okay, like I said, each packet has 5 sets of the naughty and nice, and each one of these has the naughty and nice. Now, I did have a Santa tell me last week that they got 5 nice and no naughty in there because they didn't open the little package and realize that they're both in there. Okay, so anyways, get a lot of comments about these. I mean, here they are. If you can see them, very good.
Yes, Sam, real good.
Yeah. and I'll be hanging out with Santas, or sometimes not even hanging out with other Santas, and they'll want to take pictures of you and things like this. And then they always seem to want to take another picture of your arms.
Uh-huh.
I get a lot of comments. And, and you can play games with it. It's like, if you get somebody, we're going to see which one you are, and Bob, you are. Well, Bob, you're naughty.
Of course.
Yeah. But we all knew that anyways.
Uh-huh.
But they're just fun. We have a lot of fun with them. The nice being shorter, I did put Merry Christmas back here too. And they're temporary tattoos. And I can shower with these things and everything, and they last me sometimes a week, taking a shower every day.
Do you have to have turpentine to take them off?
Well, sometimes, but they'll last a long time.
Yeah. Soap and water brings them off, though, correct?
What's that?
Soap and water.
How do you get them off?
Praying.
Yeah.
No, soap and water takes them off, but you're going to do some scrubbing too.
Right.
Yeah, I got one of those scrunchies or whatever they call them in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And when they start coming off after a little, they start peeling after several days, and then I'll just kind of give it an extra good scrub.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of fun with them.
So the bubble bath doesn't affect it any then?
The bubble bath doesn't affect it. I've even went and had massages and all that oil and stuff, and walked out of there, and it's done pretty good too.
Santa George Pitt says use lighter fluid.
Yeah, use lighter fluid and a strong match. But you buy two sets. They're $10 a set. You buy two sets. I'm going to give you a third set free. If you're doing it during the live, the shipping is free. If not, the shipping is only $5.
And this offer is only good for 1 week, correct?
This offer is good for 1 week. Yes.
Very good. And Jenny
Next
Lynn
week
had
we'll
a
have
comment
something
for you.
else. What's that?
Jenny Lynn had a comment for you there.
Okay, what was it?
Says congratulations, Spangle, on the birth of your new granddaughter.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, she's like 3 or 4 months old now, I think. Yes, but thank you.
Yeah.
A handful already.
All right, so how's everything been going with you?
Man, it's going great. We're working on the new project right now, man. Getting the painting done inside the store, the new mobile store. Everybody, I think a lot of people know about it. Bob's to blame. I'm part of that for bringing it to my house. And him and Scott Saratine hooked up the truck and met me in Georgia and towed it all the way.
Yeah, it has to be repainted because I sideswiped a few tractor and trailers along the way.
We was wondering about that wheel on the side of it.
It arrived unscathed, thank goodness.
Yes. And I thank you guys. And I'm excited to get this project going. I don't know if I'm decided to start pulling the 40-foot trailer down the road everywhere I go.
That is a big trailer, and you got extra height in it too. So but the good thing is you got the heavy axles, the heavy tongue. It pulls like a dream. I wish I owned it, but it's gonna make a really nice mobile store for you for sure.
Store, yeah. You can come along anytime you want, Bob.
Sounds good. I'm always up for it.
All right. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Thanks so much, brother. We'll see you soon.
Oh, hey, let me throw one more thing out there, okay?
Okay.
We are in the process right now of totally redoing our website on our stuffforsanta.com. So probably within 30 days or something, it ought to be up and looking really sharp and everything. All right.
Sounds like a good deal.
All right.
Well, very good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for everything.
Well,
Bye,
bye.
Spangle.
Bye.
Okay, Becky. So at this point, I'm going to turn this over to you. We're here to help find some of the guys a home, for the holidays. And so at this point, go ahead and tell everyone about the chair positions that you may have open that you want to highlight tonight. Again, folks, if you're interested in any of these locations, please jot down the information and contact them. Again, Becky and Ruby's numbers are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So again, just jot that down and contact them on any of this stuff here. Okay, go ahead, Becky.
Okay, I'm going to kind of spot check some of these openings that we have. These numbers change every day. There's all different situations that come upon us that have these change. One thing I'm looking for, and I'm going to start in the great state of Texas, is we need a local Santa for Irving Mall. This mall is going to run from 12/3 to 12/24. I really need a local Santa that's in the Metroplex that may be interested in doing that location. Also had a big mall come open today in Texas, down in Houston. This is a mall that's going to start on 11/12. It is a one Santa seat mall. It, once again, would love to find someone local there in the Houston area. On top of that one more that we have in Texas that we're working on is, let me pull this map up a little bit better. This is a mall down in Lake Jackson. This one's going to open on Black Friday, 11/26. Would love to find somebody in that local area as well. We will get to the point to where we're going to, have to travel some Santas, which is better than where we were a couple of weeks ago. Move over to the west. I have a mall in Mesa, Arizona, opening 11/18. There's just a handful left in California. And you know that we got a lot of malls in California, and we're getting this one closed up pretty good. I've got one in San Jose, opening on the 12th of November. One in Hayward, California, opening on Black Friday, 11/26. And then we have one in San Leonardo, California, opening on 12/3. So you see there's some difference in the steps where we open in these areas. There's a lot of factors that go into that. It looks like I do have 4 that are, I've got one in British Columbia. Looks like this one looks like it may be in Ontario. It is. So there's a total of 4 up in Canada. So guys, if you know anybody that's interested that lives in Canada, if you have Santa friends, please share our information. We do have some openings out there. It looks like I've got Fayetteville, North Carolina. It looks like we have a possible location in Atlanta, Statesboro, Georgia, Little Rock, Arkansas. That one just came up open today. We have St. Paul, Minnesota, Lakewood, Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado, St. Peters, Missouri. That one just come open today as well. Bloomington, Indiana, Johnson City, Tennessee. Hey, Tennessee guys, y'all are out there. I got an opening. We got some Ohio malls. I've got a few in Pennsylvania, but we all do have quite a few openings. I want to share these with you. And I've got one in PA, one in Philadelphia, PA. I've got one in New York. Let me open this map up just a little bit bigger. I got one out in the Bronx. We got any Santas in the Bronx or close to the Bronx? We have an opening. Elmhurst, New York. Jersey City. Got an opening out in Jersey City. Turnbull, Connecticut. A few more I want to touch on here. Enfield, Connecticut. Manchester, Connecticut. So if you kind of go across the board, we have quite a few openings still open. We are looking for those local positions first before we travel. But even if you're a traveling Santa, and I didn't mention part of your country, if you're interested, excuse me, in working with Cherry Hill, please contact Ruby, Wright, or myself, and we'll set you in the right directions on how to get you on board. But our goal is to try to get some of these openings that we have with local Santas. So if it's not for you, please, please, please share it with your friends, with your family. You can go to Refer a Santa. You refer a Santa to us. If they work this season, you'll get a referral money for us. So extra money in your pocket. So share that for us. things change every day, so I may not have some of those open in the morning, but we may have another set open. So we would love to hear from you.
You have some great destinations across the country there and opportunities for those local guys, but especially if it gets down to where you have to fill in with some out of town type of guys. I know you mentioned Irving Mall first. It's right at the southern entrance to the DFW airport, and that's a great location. It's on a very busy thoroughfare that runs between Dallas and Fort Worth, and that's a position that some guys here in the Metroplex should take advantage of. And
Absolutely.
again, we have, with all the different locations that you have out there, there's some great opportunities there for the guys who want to jump on them. All three of the ones in Texas are great locations. So, okay, Barry, over to you, brother.
Yeah, Becky, just touch on the last program for those that might not have been with us. What all does Cherry Hill provide when a Santa goes to work for you? I know you mentioned Santa suits.
Sure. We provide 3 Santa suits. 2 are going to be your typical day suits. You'll wear those in a rotation, and Cherry Hill, actually, the local manager will take those suits, and we'll be sure that we keep those clean for you. The 3rd suit is going to be for a pet night. If your location has a pet night, pet day, that way it kind of keeps that dander separate from your other suits. So we supply everything except for your Santa boots and your Santa glasses. That's something that's responsibility of Santa to supply those.
Good deal. Well, can you share with us, as a talent agent and a talent recruiter, just a few tips that'll help take a Santa and make him a great Santa, mall Santa position?
Absolutely. And, not just a mall Santa, Barry. I think that no matter what industry, part of the industry that you work in, whether it's private events, home events, nursing homes, schools, the very first thing that Santa needs to have is that true heart. He has to have that true heart that he's doing this for the right reason. That's almost the most important thing about being a Santa. I've been doing this for well over 17 years, and I've learned that as I've went along. And I can talk to a Santa in the first 5 minutes and let you know if he's going to be right for Cherry Hill or not. And it all comes from, how he talks to me from his heart. Because I'm still a kid at heart, and I still believe in Santa. I have to, or my kids won't give me presents. So it all comes from the heart. I think y'all touch on that very well when you talk to the Santas as well.
That's a great tip. And I know you shared with us early on in the first program that, if a Santa's new, if he comes and gets trained, you will consider that Santa for a position in one of the chairs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, talking about pet nights. Pet nights are for my mall is every Monday night with Cherry Hill programs, and one of the things that I do is I have one of those sticky lint rollers that I clean my chair up with, and even the sleeves of my shirt, where I might get some pet hair on them. I have a mat that I lay in my lap to keep the pet hair as much off of the suit as I can, the trousers, and then I disinfect myself between pets and children in case any children have allergies, because we do mix them. We do have pets and children coming at the same time. And of course, I have a human pair of gloves and then a pair of gloves I put on for pets. So there's a lot of slipping in and out of gloves between visits, but it really makes a difference in the folks that are visiting. All appreciate the effort that you put into trying to keep the hair down and the dander down, and of course in disinfecting. And we even disinfect the chair if we have babies especially. And on a regular note, if we have a primo or children that are 6 months or less, Santa always disinfects anyway. That's just something I always do. Okay, Barry, you got anything else?
No, just if anyone has any questions or comments for Becky, now's the time to pop them in.
That's correct.
I seen this one here. Hi, George. Yes, we're going to send you the boot toppers. The reason being is when you put those boot toppers on, you want to be sure and put them up tall end, not short end, meaning that the Velcro that's going to be inside those toppers needs to be at the top of your boot going up. So if you flip it, it makes your boots look shorter. The toppers make that boot stand taller, look taller. So yes, you'll still be required, even though you'll wear Justin boots, to wear those toppers.
That's a great tip. Any other questions anyone have?
I see Tom Carmody. Hi, Tom. Thank you.
Okay, well, I guess we might as well go ahead and give away another gift card then. Becky, you ready?
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Okay. The first person to get the answer correct will get a $50 gift card from Amazon from Cherry Hill Programs. This trivia question is, how many venues does Cherry Hill service?
That's
going to be hard to find it on the.
exactly, because that number changes from season to season. So this is
That's
what we're
right.
expecting this season, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so it's going to be like the one we had before. Going to be a guessing game, and you're just going to have to try to narrow it down to a number.
That's
And
right.
that's all
How
across the
many?
United States, Canada, and Hawaii too, right?
That's right. Puerto Rico.
Okay, so the first two answers are the correct answer is in between the first two answers that was given.
That's right.
Randall says 550. Cat's a little low. Going to be a little higher than that, Cat. James, way too high. Too high there
Close,
too.
Mommy Chenoweth.
We're getting closer. Getting closer. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's getting hot right there. 576 is hot. 753 is real hot.
Whoa, who is that? I seen it.
Mike Fletcher.
Let's see the
There
first
you
one.
go. Bill Hampson got it.
There you go.
Good job, Bill. Good job.
Good job, Bill.
Very
Congratulations.
good. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought it would either. Those guys are really quick on the numbers tonight.
They are. They are, Bill. If you will, my email address is scrolling down there. If you'll email me or send to Barry or Bob your email address, I'll get that gift card on over to you. Also, same thing with you, Melissa. We appreciate you all having fun. We enjoy it.
Yeah, that one was fun. Again, last time you guys were on, it took a little while. We kind of was wondering if they would ever guess it, but that was a good job on that one there. So,
right.
Becky, you got anything else you want to add at this point?
I don't think so. I think that, within our Santa community, networking is one of the top things that all of us do, whether you work for Cherry Hill Programs, whether, you're in the IBRBS or the Texas State Santas, any of the groups. Networking is huge for all of us in what you Santas do. So, Ruby and I being on here and sharing what we have to offer is a way for us to network. And we would like for y'all to take that out and network that with your friends as well. Say, hey, I saw on Santa Bob's live last night that they got an opening that I'm all right down the street. So, network for us, network with us. I try to get on Facebook every day. I try to reply back to everyone. As does Ruby. I mean, you add her friends and my friends together. We've got a lot of Santa friends out there. We do. We've networked for years and we've worked on these relationships. So, share as well, please.
Yeah, and again, what I really like is the fact that you guys have that referral service. And I believe the way the rules, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Becky, but if someone refers another Santa, you guys go ahead and make a employment agreement, and they work the full season without default. Then the bonus comes to the Santa that referred them. Correct?
Or the person that referred them. They don't even have to be a Santa. Absolutely. Exactly. And it's not even to the point to where they have to fulfill the season.
Okay, fantastic.
If you get in an agreement with us, whoever referred you will get that referral money. And it asks on the Refer a Santa link. And you can find that on Cherry Hill Programs as well. It asks for your name, your address, your phone number, your email, because you would be the one to refer that person, and you will get that referral money. Hi.
Okay. So everyone after tonight, be sure and send my referral, my name. Just kidding.
Look at Barry's like, hey.
Barry wants in on that too, huh?
Guys,
that
it works.
never hurt.
It works. The referral works. We have, we have several people that referred 4 or 5 Santas. You do that times 100. That's a nice extra money in your pocket.
It is. I've pushed a few out there. I know you've
Yes, you
hired
have.
1 or 2 from my referral, so I'm looking forward to that extra spending money at Christmas also.
Oh, I don't get part of that, Bob.
Well, sure. I'll tell you what. We're going to mention real quick. We've got the Texas State Santas has got a luncheon coming up for Scott Parker, who is living up north now, who had been living here in the North Texas area for some time. But he's coming back to Dallas for a visit, and we're having a Texas State Santa luncheon. And Becky is coming to it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Becky. I'm going to buy your lunch.
Oh, thank you, Santa Bob.
So right now we're looking at about 30 folks that have already signed up, and it's not until the 21st of this month. So we still got almost 3 weeks before the eat and meet, and we'd like for anybody within driving range, flying range. It doesn't matter if you're a Texas State Santa or not. You want to come in and visit and hang out with us and eat some good Mexican food. Afterwards, we're going to go down to the Christmas decorator store down the street, which is Texas' largest. I'm not sure if that's the correct name on that store, but I know it's there. And look at all the Christmas stuff that they have to offer afterwards. So it'll be a fun Saturday. That's Saturday, August 21st. You got any announcements, Barry?
No, just want to thank Becky for being with us tonight, and thank y'all so much for giving away those gift cards. Just pray that you fill all those seats and that you have a wonderful 2021 Christmas season.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate y'all letting us be on the show, and we enjoy it. We have a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for coming back, and a very special Tuesday Night Live show. Thanks for helping make Christmas fun for those of us who are currently working with the Christmas community, or even in my case with Cherry Hill programs. Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask my beautiful daughter, Angela, if she has any parting words tonight, her first night on the board. Do you have any hair left? You're muted.
Yeah, I have hair left, surprisingly.
We certainly are glad to have her along with us. And of course, we had a few bumps along the way. Somehow or another, I got kicked off. My unit crashed, and I had to log back in real quick. But that was while Becky was talking, so I'm not real sure if anybody even missed me or not. But okay, so let's see here. I guess at this point, Barry, you want to? Now let's see. Let's go into the point of view. This week's Santa point of view comes from me this week. As professionals, you should be prepared at the drop of a cone hat to put yourself in the best position to apply for any job or gig. Have a resume ready. Have a photo portfolio together with some professionally produced studio headshots and full body shots. Submitting first does not always guarantee that you're going to get the job, but being prepared does greatly help your chances. So keep that in mind. If you're not working for Cherry Hill, or you're looking to travel overseas with one of the other agents that may have a position open, just keep those points right there in mind. All right, Barry.
All right. Just like to tell everyone to share and invite others to our weekly Tuesday night live broadcast. We're here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Also invite them to our 2 Facebook groups. You can find us at Santa in the Business of Being Santa, and also Sat Bob's Live. So hope to see you there. Thank you.
Also remember that the recordings of every show from the beginning are over there on both of those groups, especially the Sat Bob's Live group. And drop in when you're bored or have nothing to do, and watch a replay on some of the Tuesday Night Live shows that we've had. Becky, special thanks to you again, lady. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
And thank you to my daughter, Elf Angela. Thank you, Barry. And remember to join us every Tuesday Night Live. Every Tuesday, that is at 7 p.m. Central. Same clause time, same clause channel. Say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
God bless. We'll see you next time.
We do this